Hey everybody, I know everybody's either at work or doing something else. This is my first live. I normally don't do stuff like this, and hey, you got to start somewhere, right? So I just wanted to hit up and touch on an important topic that I've been dealing with, and I think that is very, very beneficial to a lot of you out there. Uh, Topic of this is going to be what's the difference between being an employee versus an entrepreneur. And a lot of people have been asking me, what am I doing? I'm meeting a lot of new people, and I'm loving it. I am meeting with people and going to offices with some fantastic people, changing my life, and I want to share. I want to share a mindset that I've always known, but I didn't know how to break it down. And I want to share this with a lot of you out there because a lot of you that I've known over the years, you want something better. So let me explain what I've learned. The employee mindset. Okay. Hey Brandon, what's up, man? Hey, Brandon, Brandy, hey. But just wanted to touch base and talk to you about being an employee. You have a linear income. Okay, that means you're guaranteed that check. You're guaranteed to receive a check, but let's be honest, if you're an employee, it's a job. And I've been saying this for a long time. JOB is nothing more than just over broke. Just over broke. And that's been most of us, living paycheck to paycheck. You have a fixed income, hey, that's great, but you're not going to do any better. You're hoping to get a raise or a bonus. So you're always working for someone. Now think about this. When you're an employee, you're working for somebody else, right? You're doing that 9 to 5 or whatever the schedule is, and you see that CEO or that business owner, and they have the nice cars, the boats, they're traveling the world, right? And you're like, man, I wish I could do that. You could, but they're the boss. They position themselves that way. So that's where your fixed income comes in, and you're working for someone else's dream. Now, a lot of people that I've also known throughout the years working and for a lot of you, you know, I'm older than what I look like, all right? And I've done a lot of different things in my life. But a lot of people don't feel the need to overachieve. Okay, they show up, I'm going to do what I need to do, get my paycheck, and I'm good. Hey, that's great if that's you. The ones who do overachieve at their jobs, they normally get the promotions, they get the pay raises, but it's only small increments. A $5,000 pay raise sounds great, but realistically, in the scheme of things for the entire year, it's nothing. It's really nothing. So it's something to think about. As an employee, your employer determines your vacation time. Now, if you start out in a new business with a company, you may get a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks if you've been there a long time. Well, guess what? You still have to ask for permission to go get that vacation that you've earned. And depending on what's going on, you may not even be able to do that. You might not be able to take the 2 weeks that you want. You're only going to take the 1 week that they authorize you to have. Who are they to dictate when it's important for you to spend time with your family and friends? Who are they? Okay, so there's something to think about on that aspect as an employee. Now, as an employee, you have no tax benefits whatsoever, none. Okay, so yeah, you know, a lot of us have learned how to input things into the tax, talking to our tax advisors, or if you do your own taxes, to get the most back that you put in. But really, you can't write off the computer in the office, the lease, or the building, your gas, your car, your mileage. You can't do that legally. Okay? Talk to your tax professional, see if I'm telling you the truth. Okay? A lot of people as an employee wait to be told what to do. If that's you, fine. Be told what to do. Be a modern day slave. Continue to do that. I understand because I've been there. I've done it. I've worked for what, over 35 years plus of my life. It's okay. Wait to be told what to do. You're not going to go anywhere. I promise you, you won't. That I can promise. Now, the one thing that a lot of my coworkers that I used to work with and I miss, guess what? We've all could be fired or lose your job. Well, here's the thing. Those of us at my last company, major company that I worked for, we thought we were secure. We had a fantastic place. We had a place where we actually enjoyed working together. But we thought we were safe. And one day, the owners of the company turned around and said, we're going to shut down your location. That hurt. That hurt because that meant I was going to lose contact with a lot of people that I enjoyed seeing on a day-to-day basis that I no longer get to talk to and see. But the big one was that nice check that I was getting that I thought was secure, it's gone. Now, granted, I appreciate what they did. They gave me a nice severance, and I was able to do things with that severance money. But I'm changing my life with that severance money. But here's the thing. A lot of you are not going to take that opportunity that I did. And some of you should. So just remember, as an employee, you can always be fired. And I don't care if you're a government employee. You know, I was a government employee for over 20 and a half years of my life. And today's market, they're not safe anymore either. Not safe whatsoever. The benefits are gone or dwindling. Pension, what's that? 401k, they're not even contributing enough for you. You really break down your 401k, because I learned the hard way with mine just recently. Guess what? That 401k was supposed to be up here. But after penalties and taxes, I got next to nothing compared to what I should have gotten. It's things that people don't teach you or talk to you or make you understand. Some of you do understand it, but the majority don't. Now, I already touched on this. You're building someone else's dream when you're an employee mindset. If you're an employee, you're building someone else's dream. There ain't no ands, ifs, and buts about it. Period. End. So at the end of the day, you're a follower. And how many of us have said we're not followers? I'm not a follower. But looking back, I was. Now, you do have to be a follower to some extent. But to what extent do you become a follower? You stay a follower? Or do you become a follower to learn and then become a leader? So now I'm going to touch really quick on entrepreneurship, being an entrepreneur. I told you I can't. This life thing is different for me. But check it out. Being an entrepreneur in comparison to the employee, you have passive income. A lot of people, you might know the definition, but you don't know what that really means. Passive income is what you do today. In a year, 2 years, 3 years, you're constantly getting a check for what you did today. As an employee, you're not going to get any passive income for what you did today. A year from now, you're not going to get anything for it. Currently, what I do, anything that I produce today, if I do what's right, I'm going to see another check a year from today's date. That's awesome. And if I do a lot that way, I'm going to see bigger checks in my future year that I'm like, wow, I made a day, a week's paycheck in a day next year, and I didn't do anything that particular day in the future yet. Something to think about. Your potential for unlimited income. When you work for yourself, I've always heard people go, oh, but if it doesn't happen, blah, 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 and this is going to happen, and you don't make money today. That's okay, but you don't want that to be consistent. But yes, that could happen. But here's the thing. Today, I can make somewhere about 150, 200 bucks. It's fantastic, because that's normally what most of us make in a good paying job. Well, here's the thing. Last 2 weeks ago, I personally was sitting down with somebody who actually made over $2,500 for one phone call, one meeting. I want that. Is that normal? No, it's not. But what is the more norm is making that $200 to $600 in a day. That's been the norm. Something to think about. That's part of everything. That unlimited income is yours if you go after it. So as an entrepreneur, you work for yourself. What does that mean? Well, guess what? That means you get to do what you want to do when you want to do it. Now, my suggestion is you should work just as hard for yourself, if not harder, than if you work for an employer. But here's the thing. The benefits are yours, not theirs. Okay? But if you need to do something for your family, your friends, guess what? You're going to do it for you. You have that opportunity to change your schedule, do what's important for you. That is freedom by itself. Overachieving, where we talked about the employee who doesn't overachieve and those that do overachieve. If you're an overachiever, guess what? Why not overachieve for yourself? That is something that I've always done, but didn't always put into full practice. And now I'm overachieving for myself. Doing a video like this is helping me change my social media aspect, because I only saw social media as a way of talking to people, of family and friends. Now I'm passionate about what I do, and I want to pass on what I know. Whether you do anything with this information or not, can't say that nobody told you. I'm just like you, and I'm telling you. Now, as an entrepreneur, you determine your own vacation. Now, granted, my severance from my last company helped me go on the biggest vacation that I've had in a long time, and I was able to get married and pay everything off, and I took my wife to South America, to the Caribbean, and we had a blast. Everything paid for. But then after that, my wife needed to go to Puerto Rico. Go. We went to New York last week. If those of you that follow me on Facebook or Instagram, guess what? I went to New York. I didn't have no qualms about saying, let's go. Paid for an Airbnb. We went, we traveled, we spent time with family down there. My brother-in-law got married, so congratulations. So that's freedom in itself. I didn't have to ask for permission to go on vacation and say, oh, I only got 2-3 days I can take. It's like, babe, you want to go? We went for almost a week with no worries about rushing to get back to a job and what was waiting for me. I knew what was waiting for me. I was able to do a few little small things while I was away by my phone. Tax benefits as an entrepreneur. Well, I've been an entrepreneur. I've done Uber, Lyft. I've had a DJ company. I had a motorsports company. I've done so many things in my life, small businesses. I've done public speaking. And guess what? I've made money, and I was able to have a nice tax benefit off of the mileage, the work on my vehicle, my travel, my hotels, my meals, things that you normally cannot get a tax benefit on. I'm not giving tax advice. Talk to your tax advisor. But guess what? When you're an entrepreneur and you put that on a piece of paper for the taxes, the floodgates open of what you can claim. You just got to know what you can and cannot claim, and I guarantee you it's going to be a heck of a lot more than what you've ever done. Now, you have to be a self-starter. If you're not a self-starter of being an entrepreneur, I would suggest that you start teaching yourself how to be, even on a part-time basis, because the benefits is ridiculous. It really is. All right. So be a self-starter. If you're a self-starter, I encourage you to start a business. I encourage you to do something for yourself. I would love you to talk to me about what I do, but at the end of the day, you're my friends, my family on here, and I just want you to better your situation like I'm bettering mine. I'm about to be 45 years old, and I've now just put all the pieces together and I'm starting to see the benefits even more than what I was doing before. If you guys are in your 20s and your 30s, do it now, not later. You'll thank me later for urging you to think about it and take the next step for yourself. Nobody's benefiting from this but you. Now, also as an entrepreneur, nobody can fire you. If you turn around and do something, guess what? You screw something up, you got nobody to blame but yourself. Hopefully that screw up is not that big of a deal. It's hopefully a learning curve. But go ahead, turn around, make the mistake, go. No one is going to fire you. I promise you, you're your own boss. Now, being an entrepreneur is always about building your own dream. So as an employee, you're building somebody else's dream. As an entrepreneur, you're building your dream. Is your dream more important than theirs, or theirs more important than yours? Something for you to think about and be real with yourself. Now, I'm not going to tell you being an entrepreneur is the easiest thing in the world, but it is a lot easier than you realize. A lot easier than you realize. It's just a matter of getting the mindset and doing something. Doing something that benefits you. Even if it's on a part-time basis and you got to keep a full-time job, you do something on the side and you're making a few bucks that's steady and that's worthwhile and that's going to make your retirement come sooner, your investments better, for your outcome later. I'm encouraging you. It's time for you to get off your butt and do something for you. I'm not telling you to do anything for me. I'm not telling you to do anything for somebody else. This is about my friends and my family. It's time to do better for you. I felt the need to pass this message on. It is time. The new minimum wage that's coming is six-figure income. If you make anything less than $250,000 a year, you look at the tax code, that's considered middle class. So if you're making $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 a year, you're not even close. You're closer to the poor side than you are the middle to the high end of middle class. That hurt me when I learned that. It hurt me. Because I've had six-figure years, and then I've had years where I've only made $50,000, $60,000. And you're telling me that I'm on the low end, close to poor? And I bought 2 brand new cars in the last 2 years, and I bought a boat. Yeah, I worked on it. It was used, and I fixed it the way I want, and I got to go on the lake when I wanted to, and I get to travel, and I've gone on 2 cruises a year for the last few years. Guess what? And you're still telling me I'm about to be poor because of the way things are set up. It's time to wake up, people. There's a bubble coming, and this is why I'm doing what I'm doing, because I learned about this bubble that's coming, and I don't want to be left behind. I grew up poor. I don't want to be poor. Most of the people I know have struggled or were poor. I don't want you to struggle no more. I don't want you to be poor no more. I don't want to be poor. So think about what I'm telling you. It's time to start doing something right for you. Become the leader that you're supposed to be. Every single one of us is a leader. We've all said that we know more than our managers at times. We've all said that, this is not how it should work. It works better if it's done this way. But they don't listen. But if you work for yourself, you can listen to yourself. If something doesn't work, you can change it right then and there and change the angle and do something else. Make more money. If you failed at something and lost an opportunity, that's fine. Learn from it. Don't make the same mistake, and hit it from a different angle. But go after your dream. I've had friends and family tell me I'm crazy. But at the same time, how is it I drive nice new cars? I don't drive the Lamborghinis. That's my dream. The dream is to have a Lamborghini. If I can buy me a Lamborghini in the next couple of years, hey, I've hit what I wanted for me. But the Lamborghini is not the primary. It's everything else. That financial freedom, the freedom of taking care of my family, traveling where I want to travel. I just want my friends to be on the same board with me. I would love to spend time with my friends, the people that I got along with, the people that I no longer see. I would love to see you again. And I would really love for you to be in a better position than you currently are, because I know a lot of you are not in the position that you need to be. Everybody's situation is different. Don't listen to family and say, oh, you can't do that, or who's going to do, no, none of that matters. Their heart is in the right place because they don't want you to hurt and fail. But really, all they're doing is holding you back. Don't let anybody hold you back. That's my biggest thing that I can tell anybody. Don't let no one hold you back. Go after your dream. If you want to know more about what I do, I would love to be able to talk to anybody who's interested. If you saw any value in this video where what I'm talking about, and you know somebody who needs a little guidance, I'm not no rich guru. I'm just a guy who's seeing the results, and I'm just like you. So talk to me. I'll tell you what I'm doing. If you're interested, great. I can tell you how to get involved and better yourself, because it's happening fast. My sister's on board. I got a cousin down in Florida who's on board. I hopefully got somebody in New York that's going to be on board. There's a lot of things going on, but at the end of the day, I just want you to become an entrepreneur, start changing that mindset. Don't be that employee. Don't be that employee forever. It's not going to be beneficial. I can guarantee you right now, on everything that I just learned in the last 2.5 months, 3 months, there's a bad situation that's about to hit most of us. And those of us that are middle class to poor, it's going to hurt. It's going to hurt. So talk to me. If nothing else, talk to me about this mindset. I really hope to see most of you soon, talk to you if I haven't talked to you, and just know I miss most of you. My MOL people, I miss you a lot. You guys were one of the best sets of people that I've ever got to work with, other than my military family. So peace out, love, and I hope to hear from some of you later.